Yeah. Sean, what's up?
Stigmatism, man, what's up? Do anything.
Okay. What is it, man?
Stigmatism in my soul.
Okay. You got it, man?
Warhol, I see you.
Do anything.
Anything?
Anything.
You sure?
Put your mind to it. Do anything.
Sean G.
But what if it's hard, though, man?
If it's
It's hard. It's gonna be hard.
If it's easy,
It's gonna be easy. That's my son.
it's all about what you think.
That's my son.
Okay, I can dig
Get him,
that.
Sean. Podcast with soul.
Uh,
I love you, Sean.
me too.
Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button.
Stigmatism in my soul, man. Window cleaner with soul. You see it. You hear
Sean
it.
G, nigga, you see it?
Dopest channel on YouTube.
Shit don't stop, man. Welcome to
hear
the,
it?
yeah, you hear it. Tell him, Sean. Welcome to the podcast with soul. Welcome to the podcast with soul. Walt, you got to come over to the other channel, man. The podcast with soul. That link
Thanks
is
for coming to
underneath
the
this
channel,
video.
y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out
Thank
to
you.
all the subscribers.
Shout out to all the subscribers, man.
Peace.
Peace out.
Yo, what's up, man? Good morning to everybody, man. Welcome to the podcast with Soul. I got both lives going. Those of y'all over here on my big page, you wondering, you saying you can't hear the music. That's because you got to come off of this live and come over to the other live on the podcast with Soul with the other channel, man. Shout out to everybody. Welcome to the podcast with Soul, man. I want to give some shout outs, man, right off the rip. Let's get right to it. My man Joe D. Simone over in Manhattan bought a hat yesterday. I'm going to be catching up with him Sunday. And my man Tyshawn Bryant down in Avondale, New Jersey, bought a shirt. Shout out to him, man. He's got the dope Instagram. He cooks the chicken. And I got my man Kevin Barrero, man, up in Montreal, Canada, man. Bought both shirts, man. 2 shirts. Shout out to everybody, man. Got to give another shout out to my man Mark Gill down in Eatontown, New Jersey, man. He bought a shirt yesterday and a shirt the day before. Shout out to you, kid. All right, y'all, we're going to get right into it, man. Thank you for coming through. This is day 3. This is part 3 of the series that we're talking about self-confidence, man. And, you know, we already done went through, if this is your first time here, go back and watch parts 1 and parts 2, and you'll be able to see what we already talked about. We're not going to rehash that. This is part 3. And in part 3, we're going to talk about taking care of your physical health, man. You know, in the Art of War, Sun Tzu talks about that an army that's without sickness is considered invincible. And he says, you know, to take care of physical health and stay where there are plenty of resources, man. Thank everybody for hitting the like button, man. Hit that like button, man. Thank you in advance. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to everybody over here. You know, in part 1, we talked about knowing yourself, right? Yesterday in part 2, we talked about positive self-talk, telling yourself good things about yourself, cheering yourself on, being your number one fan, being your number one cheerleader, because you in this world by yourself. Number 3, today I want to talk about physical health, man, taking care of your physical and mental health, man. They're probably related because the body is the servant of the mind. You know, I didn't read none of this from no book. I'm not getting this from no website or nothing like that. Everything that I'm doing on this series on self-confidence is coming from my heart, from my own experience, man. It's what we do. This is Sean G. This is a buffoonery-free zone. We don't get down like that. We don't do no silly-ass shit over here, man. So y'all know, y'all might have met me or came across my channel maybe through my bigger page, which is geared mostly around calisthenics and working out. I talk a lot about diet and eating right and getting proper sleep and proper rest. And man, you know, without a doubt, when I'm working out on a consistent basis and I'm eating right on a consistent basis and I'm sleeping right on a consistent basis, you know, that affects how I look. That affects how I feel. That affects how I think. And that affects how I feel about myself, man. When you working out and you see your body growing, you see your body changing, and you starting to look like something, that makes you like how you look, and that also makes you like yourself. Now, on the flip side of that coin, when you ain't looking right, you understand, when you not looking right, you not eating right, you not exercising, you not feeling right, right? And then when you look at yourself in the mirror, Lady J, I see you. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't like what you see. You don't like what you see. And in the recesses of your mind, you understand, you really become ashamed of how you look, right? Because, you know, you understand and you know that you don't look good, right? And because your habits, what you're doing, got you looking the way you looking. And you know that if you don't look good, when you go out into society and you go into stores, you go out into the public, you know that people see you the same way that you saw you, right? But when you look good, you feel good, right? And when you look good, you're attractive, right? But more so than whatever feedback or whatever response we get from the outside world, you understand, we always keep it on how do we perceive ourselves? How do we like how we look, right? That's the key. That's the key, right? And when you looking right and you looking good, we got to go back to part 2 and we got to tell ourselves, man, with that positive self-talk, man, Sean, you look good, nigga. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look, man. You see how it all ties in together, right? It all ties in together, right? And then knowing yourself. I remember when I was in federal prison, man, I got there, I was fat, right? Even when I was a millionaire, right? When I had the most money I ever had in my life, I was in the worst possible physical health I could be in, man, right? High triglycerides, high cholesterol, blood pressure high, acid reflux, right? Reckless lifestyle, no type of structure. Going to sleep some nights at 11 o'clock at night, another night 1:15 in the morning, another night 3:03 in the morning, the next night 12:06. You know, no type of structure, no type of discipline, right? Working out wrong, eating wrong, everything wrong, right? And worst of all, I had no knowledge of self. I did not know myself. And when I got to the feds, man, and I seen these niggas, man, and I seen how these niggas look, man, I said, man, this, I've never seen nothing like this. Where the majority, the overwhelming majority, you had your fat dudes in there that wasn't on the workout tip. You know, you had your dudes that was just watching TV, but on a whole, right? Niggas was in shape, man. White boys was in shape. Spanish niggas was in shape. Asian dudes was in shape. European dudes was in shape. African dudes was in shape. Wherever they was from around the world, man, because in the feds, you meet them, everybody be locked up in there from all over the planet. Everybody was on taking care of their physical health, right? Because they knew that it went hand in hand with the mental health, right? But I had seen these dudes and I began, to work out. And when I saw somebody that had a look, man, that was interesting to me, you understand, Warhol, I see you in here. I stepped to him. I said, man, how do you look like that, man? How do you look like that, man? And they told me, David Andrews in the building. I see you, homeboy. Man, Sean G podcast was sold, man. This is what this is, man.
Yeah. Sean, what's up?
Stigmatism, man, what's up?
And I stepped to these dudes, man, and I remember this one dude in particular. This nigga was from Kentucky, man. Nigga had a big beard and shit, bald head. And through his t-shirt, right, you could see his traps was sitting up, man, like big pool balls, like billiard balls on his neck, man. And you understand, arms, all type of separation and cuts from his bicep to his front delt to the tricep. You could see the horseshoe. And I said, man, I stepped to him and he said, man, I don't eat no sugar. And I rarely saw him go to mainline. I rarely saw him mainline. If you've never been to prison, is the main cafeteria with the food that you're fed from the BOP, the Bureau of Prisons, prison system. He seldom went to mainline. He mostly ate out of his locker, which was the food he got from commissary, which he was mostly eating mackerel, tuna, oatmeal, over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? Irrespective of taste. He wasn't into eating for taste. You understand? He was into eating for nutrition. And when I saw these dudes, man, you understand, eating almonds all day, it made me look at what I started to put in my body, what I had been putting in my body, man. And, when I first got to the joint, man, I was chilling like Matt Dillon, ain't robbing, ain't stealing, man. But I was eating fucked up. I was buying packs of Milky Ways off of commissary, 6 packs of Three Musketeers, 6 packs of Snickers, a 6-pack of Coke, right? Honey buns. I'm buying all this is in my locker, right? I got the oatmeal, I got the mackerels, because the mackerels was money. That was the currency. When you go to the feds, when you want to buy something from another inmate or you want to buy something, you either pay in stamps or you pay with mackerels, with fish. 1 pack of mackerels is $1. 2 stamps is $1. And, what I did after I talked to my man and a few other cats was, the one thing that they all said, the one constant was that you gotta cut the sugar. you gotta cut the sugar. And with that, I immediately stopped buying 6 packs of Coke. I immediately stopped buying the Snicker bars, the Milky Ways, the Three Musketeers, the honey buns, the cookies. I left all of that alone, man, and I just started to stock up on tuna steaks, mackerels. What else I used to get? They had some other kind of fish. I just started to buy more fish, right? And more oatmeal, and more almonds. And what I did was I watched my body, right? I laid off the bread. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy said, yo, you got to lay off the bread. And then, you know, every time I was going to mainline for lunch and for dinner, you know, we had like the fountain sodas where you could get red Kool-Aid, lemonade, water, you understand, or purple lemonade, purple drink. And up to this point, I was always eating my meal with the cherry juice or the purple lemonade or the lemonade, you know, and he said, man, that's that sugar, you got to cut that. So then from that point on, I cut out the bread, I cut out the sodas, I cut out the Milky Ways, I cut out the Three Musketeers, I cut out the honey buns and all that, and I started drinking water with every meal, man. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, water. And what happened was I watched my body transform, and I went from being fat, right, to slimming down, right? I upped my cardio. And I started to ask this dude, especially this nigga out of Kentucky, man. This dude looked like a goddamn cartoon action figure, man. He said, man, I said, man, well, what are some exercises I can do to help me cut weight, man, and lean out? And he said, you got to do burpees, man. Got to do burpees. And I used to see him and this other nigga from Atlanta. They would go over in the corner in the gym, and they would be over there, man, 45 minutes, hour, just straight doing burpees, man. And then dudes would want to work out with them from the other unit. They would be tapping out. They couldn't go. You know, they would, and these were young dudes too. They thought that they could just get in and get down with them. But these other two niggas had been down a long time. They had already been in prison a long time. So they were accustomed to doing that kind of strenuous burpee routine. And I remember when I asked them, I saw them doing it. I saw them do it. I said, yo, man, can I come do some burpees with y'all? You know what? He looked me in my eye and told me no. Told me no. Yeah. So, and the reason he told me no, because he knew that I wasn't going to be able to hang with what they was doing, and I wasn't going to do nothing but be over there being in the way, man. And he said, nah, you can't come, you can't work out with us, man. And, you know, the other kid from Atlanta, I was cool with him. They call him ATI. I was cool with him. He told me, he said, Jersey, he used to call me Jersey. He said, hey, Jersey, it get real over here, man. It get real over here when they be doing them burpees, man. He said, man, it get real over here. And they would go up piston style. Want to be up, want to be down. When one come down, the other one go up. When the other one go up, and they be running in place, man, and it just be puddles of water on the floor, man. And you know, that's when I started my burpee program, man. And without question, without a doubt, you are going to lose fat, especially around your midsection area, which is one of my trouble spots as a result of my age. Man, I'm fit over 50, man. I'm fit over 50, man. 52 years old. You can't fuck with me, man. Can't fuck with me, man.
Yeah.
I work out with anybody, man. Anybody, any age, whatever. What you want to do? You want to do calisthenics? You want to go in the weight room? You want to do cardio? You want to do burpees, man? Bring it on, man. Because my mentality is I can go with anybody. That's my mentality. That's how I think, right? That's how I think. Because I can take my mind into a zone when I'm working out, man, that I just ain't gonna quit. I ain't gonna quit until you, I ain't stopping till you stop. I ain't gonna stop till you stop. If you don't stop, goddamn it, we gonna go to somebody have a heart attack, man. That's what we gonna do. And it ain't gonna be me, man. It ain't gonna be me, man.
Show 'em what's up.
Stigmatism, man, what's up?
And, you know, that's when I began to learn my body. I need y'all to listen to me, man. Listen to what I'm saying, man. And share this video. Take this link and share this link with somebody when you get through, man. This is when I began to learn my body, which we've already gone over in part 1 of self-confidence, which is knowing yourself, knowledge of self, right? And in part 1, we talked about the whole self, right? But now we speaking on part 3 on the physical fitness tip, right? Take care of physical health. This is when I began to learn my body and how it responds to sugar, how it responds to, simple carbs, how it responds to complex carbs, how it responds to bread, right? How it responds to sweets, and how it responds to tuna, oatmeal. And I learned how my body responds, right? A lot of y'all come in the comment section, you Sean, what should I do? What should I eat this? Should I work out like this? Man, I don't know what you should do, man. How I know what you should do? I don't know your metabolism. You different from me. You understand? I'm a short nigga. I'm 5'7". Probably right now I'm like $160 something. You understand? I'm a Black American male. I'm 52. My genetics, my metabolism is different from yours. You may be from Kenya, and you may be 6'3", you understand, 240 pounds. You know, you grew up on a different diet. You know, you don't move, or maybe you don't move around as much as I do. You know, I don't know what to tell you. So I don't listen. When I see people, you know, I read that stuff on Instagram or on YouTube, or you read these internet sites and they tell you, yo, eat this, eat that. Eat this, eat that, and you going, and then they got this model dude, right, in the picture that they done photoshopped, right, in order to sell you, to get in your dome, to tell you, if you do this and you do that, and you do this and you do that, you gonna look like that. Man, fool them, devil. Fool them, devil. Fool them, devil. I don't listen to none of y'all. I don't care what you say. I do my food videos and, yo, Sean, don't put that kind of salt on there. Yo, man, don't eat no pork, man. Man, don't eat no beef, man. You should be eating plant-based. You should be, man, get your ass out of here, man.
Yeah. Show 'em what's up.
Stigmatism, man.
I eat what I want to eat. You understand? But look at how I look, man. I look goddamn amazing, man. So I don't listen to y'all. I don't listen to nobody, because I've done the research on my body. I've watched my body. I know that in November, December, January, February, when I'm eating Haagen-Dazs butter pecan, check me out, man. Check me out. And I'm eating Haagen-Dazs strawberry, man, and chocolate, man, check me out. That I'm gonna gain weight around my midsection. I understand that, right? But I also know that when April come around and the weather break and I cut out all the Haagen-Dazs and I stop drinking as many sodas and I stop, eating as many slices of pizza that I'm gonna lean out. I'm gonna increase my cardio game, right? And I'm gonna lean out. That's because I know my body. I've learned my body. I got the knowledge of how my body responds to food, right? And, that's taking care of my physical health, man. I don't take any medication. I'm on no type of medication, man. Goddamn nigga, man, hold up. I hit the wrong one. Hold up. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. Hey, man, listen, I ain't on no type of medication, man. No, nothing. I don't take no Viagra, no Cialis for the honeys, man. None of that. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. Yeah. That's because I know my body. Everybody that's over here in this live, man, shout out to the 41 people over there on my live, 44 on the big, look at my torn bicep. And I wish y'all would stop asking me about my bicep, man. I did a whole video on my bicep. That's my baby. I tore her like in 2000, 2001, but I still could get 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups in under 5 minutes, right? I could still give you a 50 clip, right? On the push-ups or more, right? I could still give you 101 burpees. I could still hit 135 on the flat bench, you understand, for 33 reps. Just because my biceps store, nigga, you still can't fuck with me, man. Yeah. So I need y'all from this live, the 46 of y'all, I want to thank y'all for coming on. Come over to the other live. This way you can get involved in the live chat. The podcast was sold. That link is underneath this video. That is the link that I'm going through where you can hear the music, you can hear the sounds, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to stay here, stay there too. I don't care where you stay. Man, you can stay here, you could come over there, you could go over there. I don't care what you do, man. But that was when I began. I know my body. I know my body. And I know that when I'm doing 10 sets of 10, which is my staple exercise, I don't lift no weights. I lifted enough weights in Morgantown in the feds, man, forever, for the rest of my life, man. We worked out 7 days a week. I remember being in there, man, goddamn going in the weight pile, man, 30, 40 days straight, no rest, no days off, man. That's a true story. And, I don't lift no weights no more, man. I do straight calisthenics. I'm not into getting big. I don't want to be bulky. I don't want to be all of that. I just want to goddamn look good like I look, man. And all I want to do, nigga got that motherfucking fed look. You understand? That's all I need. That's all I need. I want to be lean. I want to look good. My skin is still tight on my face. I want to remain handsome like I am. You understand? I want to remain cocky and arrogant like I am. You understand? Confident. No, but on the real side, I just do straight calisthenics because I don't have to too much worry about getting injured. I can stay lean. I can build muscle. I can be ready. I can stay quick. I can stay agile. I mix in some burpees. My gas tank is ready. I can go to the distance. And, my midsection is, my toughest area, right? So that's why I stay with the calisthenics. When I lift weights, that shit makes me hungry, man. And I'm just constantly eating and eating and eating and eating. And I just if I'm on if and then my abdomen area, my belly, it begins to get big and my abs go away, and I'm just not with that. With calisthenics, I can I can eat once a day. I can still train and take care of my physical health, man. But that's the key. That's the key. The physical health is a very important component in your self-perception, the way you view yourself, the way you feel. And this is a part of the whole package, man. Telling yourself positive self-talk to yourself, telling yourself that you look good, right? Telling yourself that, I can do this, I can do that, right? Knowing your capabilities, knowing yourself, right? This is all too. But the physical fitness piece. Now let's couple in the mental piece with this here, man, because the mental game it probably supersedes the physical game. They're right there together, but the mental game really drives the physical game, right? And I'm not looking at no research paper from some psychological doctor from Johns Hopkins or MIT. I don't care about none of that shit, man. Understand? I don't listen to nothing. I don't know what you do. You different from me, man. I can't listen to I don't know who you research, what they do. I don't know nothing. I know about me, man. And I know that the mental game, right, is you gotta direct yourself to eat right. You have to mentally direct yourself to sleep right. Going to sleep at the same time every night, right? Programming your body and your circadian rhythm in your brain, right? And the melatonin and the serotonin that's released, right? Which regulates the circadian rhythm, regulates your sleep cycle. Programming yourself to go to sleep at the same time every night and get you I need 7 hours. I need 7. I didn't get it last night. I don't know why. I tossed and turned all night last night. I don't know what was going on, but I'm up and we here. The mental game to tell me, Sean, you got to go to the park today. You got to get your 10 sets of 10 in. If you're not going to get your 10 sets of 10 in, then you got to put on your sneakers and run down to the track and get your mile and a half in. If you're not going to do that, then you got to get on your bike and get you about 10 miles in, 11 miles in, or do both. Or do both. You get your cardio in the morning, your strength training in the afternoon. And that's the mental game. And for me, when I could regulate my mental game in regards to my mental and physical health, right, then it's a piece of cake for me to apply my mental game to other areas of my life, to my 2 YouTube channels, to my Patreon channel, to my t-shirts, my hats. I got to mail out some stuff today. I got a lot of orders yesterday. To my, what else I got going on, y'all? I'm writing the 3rd book, right? I got a 10-year-old son who's a baseball prodigy. Shout out to little Sean, man. Shout out to little Sean, man. Little Sean, yesterday, their team won the championship. They are first place, Bloomfield Little League, 9-year-olds. They played the championship game yesterday. Little Sean pitched 4 innings, had a stolen base, drove in 2 runs. They won the game. I think it was like 9-2. He got the game ball. He was the MVP. Check me out, man. Check him out.
I said astigmatism in my soul.
That's my son. That's my son. And I'm able to use my mental game because when you doing calisthenics, or even if you're doing weights, but definitely with calisthenics, you have to mentally push through, because there becomes a point, and especially if you're doing burpees, mentally there becomes a point to where your mind tells you, yo, this is enough. You can quit now. But you can't allow yourself to convince yourself that that is enough if you ain't finished what you said you was going to do when you started. If you said you was going to do 10 sets of 10 when you started, you can't get to the 7th set and be like, yo, that's good right there. I got my pump. Nah, you didn't say you was going to do 7. You said you was going to do 10, and you got to be able to keep your promise and your oath to yourself. Because if you can't keep your promise and your oath to yourself, then who can you keep it to? And when you start to cheat yourself in your workout game, then you're going to cheat yourself in your marriage. You're going to cheat yourself in your relationship. You're going to cheat yourself in your self-employment. You're going to cheat yourself in your entrepreneurship. You're going to cheat yourself on your job. You're going to cheat yourself in your business. You're going to start cheating yourself in running your errands. You're going to start cheating yourself in cleaning your house. All of these things are going to be impacted when you start cheating yourself from a mental standpoint, man. So the mental game and the physical game are closely related, man. You know, you got to figure out for you what works for you. You know, we all from different parts of the world, we all have different diets. We all have different metabolisms, man. We all have different genetic makeups. What may work for my man over here may not work for my man over there. You understand? You can't do that. You have to learn what works for you. So this way, you know what it is you need to do in order to get in shape and get the kind of look that you want to have, man. It's super, super important. Yo, to everybody on my big page right now, with the 42 of y'all in the room, I'm getting ready to shut this joint down because I got to record it so I can have some content to put up on my Instagram and Facebook. So I need y'all to get off of this page and come on over to the other page, man. The podcast was sold. Click that link below and make sure you subscribe. I love all y'all. You have to be able to, you know, your physical health is important, man. And just because you got health coverage on your job, that don't mean that you can just destroy your body and eat all this bad foods and say, well, I got free health insurance, so I'll just go to the doctor. I can go get it. Nah, don't go like that. Your health insurance begins in your refrigerator. Your health insurance begins in your kitchen. Your health insurance begins when you go to the supermarket. Your health insurance begins with the discipline in your mind of eliminating what foods negatively impact your body and upping and increasing the foods that positively impact your body. Because it's all about looking good, baby. It's all about that, man. It's all about that, man. Yeah, it's all about that, man.
Sean, what's up?
It's all about that, man. You understand? Without your physical health, man, you fucked up. You hear a lot, it's become cliche at this point that your health is wealth. But when you really examine that statement, it's as true it can be, man. Because without your health, you ain't got nothing, you know. You gotta take care of your physical health, man. And your physical health is your responsibility. It's nobody else's responsibility. You know. And, you know, this is just for me. It wasn't nothing that I gradually eased into, because you hear a lot of people, well, I'm gonna start, I got to wait for my birthday coming, and I want to eat some cake, and I want to do this, I want to drink and all that. And then after that, niggas, stop lying, man. Stop lying. Stop lying. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. For me, when I decided to get healthy and make my health my number one priority, I did it. It was an instant, immediate action, and I quit everything cold turkey, man. And I jumped right into it. You know, I learned something here recently also about my body when I did my 7-day juice fast. If you haven't saw the series that I did on the 7-day juice fast, you need to check that out. That was an educational process. It was a self-discovery process that I actually watched myself not eat any food for 7 days in a row and just drink juice. And I saw how it impacted my body. I saw how it impacted my mind, right? I saw that by day 3 was the toughest day. That was the day 3 was the day that I really, really wanted to eat. But mentally, I locked in and I told myself, I said, nigga, you said you was going for 7 days? Then nigga, you going for 7 days juice fast, man. And it was a hell of an accomplishment and an achievement for me that on the 8th day, when I woke up and I knew that I could make me some grits and eggs or whatever I wanted to make that I can eat, it made me know and it made me feel good about myself, right? That I set a goal and I accomplished it, right? Number one, which adds to the self-confidence, right? You knowing yourself, you know that you can do this. Number two, positive self-talk, right? Throughout day 3, when I really, really wanted to eat, I said, Sean, man, you got this, man. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, day 3, you want to eat, you know, just drink another juice or drink another coffee and just hold on. You understand? Yeah, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I got to make Sean something to eat. I'm cooking Sean some turkey, right, with some black beans. I want some of this. It smell good. But now we going to hold off, drink another juice. got into bed 9:30, took it down, woke up day 4, wasn't hungry, got right back on my coffee and juice, man. Check me out. And after day 4, day 5, day 6, and day 7 were manageable. And even in some of them days there, I can't tell you which particular day it was, but day 4, maybe day 6, I wasn't even hungry at all. And my mind went into this zone that was like amazing, man. And I had this calm come over me, you know, and it probably had to do with a lot of the stuff that I was eating before the juice fast had something in it that had me super hyper, right? Or whatever, but it was something, because when I stopped eating, I had this tremendous calm come over me, man. You know? And that's what it was, man. You know, so but don't do no juice fast because I did one. You understand? You know, you do whatever you want to do. I ain't tell you to do nothing, man. You can't blame me for nothing. So I don't know what to tell you to do. I'm just telling you what I did, man. And you know, being 52 years old, man, you know, I feel as strong as ever. There's pretty much not nothing I can't do. I don't have any problems with erectile dysfunction. Like I said, I'm not on any medication. I think a lot of times when people get on this medication, the side effects, it impacts so many other areas of your life. You know, when you drink a lot of alcohol and you do a lot of drugs, that's going to impact, you know, erectile dysfunction or sexual arousal. All of these things that, because all of that is mental. All of that is mental. Sexual arousal and blood flow, you know, for both men and women, sexual arousal starts with blood flow, right? The brain, the left and right cerebral cortex, you see someone you like, you see somebody you want to get down with, right? The nerves in the brain stimulates that. You start to envision it, right? So the nerves in the brain are stimulated and the blood starts flowing, and the brain sends signals down to the heart, right? You got the left and right pulmonary artery, the left ventricle, the right side of the heart, the left side of the heart, the pulmonary artery, and the aorta, right? And then they funnel blood down to the Joinski joint, right? And if there's a whole lot of belly fat, right, your veins that carry the blood are going to be constricted, and not a lot of blood flow can get down to the Joinski joint, both men and women. And this way, this is where you have problems with sexual situations, right? Now you feel bad, you don't look good, now you watching porn, now you doing all this masturbation, and you know, you just sending yourself, it's just a spiral down, man. It's just a spiral down. I gotta be recording this, y'all. Hold on a second, man. Y'all, why y'all ain't tell me, man, I got to start recording this, man? That was a good part I could have recorded.
Yeah. Sean, what's up?
Stigmatism, man, what's up? Do anything.
Do anything.
Okay. What is it, man?
Stigmatism in my soul.
Lil Sean said, do anything. And that's the depression comes in, right? Then you become introverted. And this is a part of you knowing yourself. This is a part of you knowing yourself. You know, I know that when I'm in a depressed state, right? when I'm suffering some form of depression, and I am right now, I'm actually experiencing, for like the last couple of months, I'm in a depression, right? As I do this video, as I speak to you, with the whole situation surrounding my mother. But I know it. I know it beyond a shadow of a doubt, because I see myself, I can see that, because I'm a neat dude in my house. I'm neat in my house. And when I start focusing less on, I don't even like a spoon to be out of place in my kitchen. I don't leave no dishes in the sink. When I go to sleep at night, I don't leave no dishes in the sink. When I eat my bowl of cereal at night to go to sleep, I get up, I take it in the kitchen, and I wash it before I go back to sleep. But I notice that I'm starting to leave stuff around. My desk here is getting a little more junky, right? I'm leaving stuff over here. And I know, I said, Sean, what's wrong? What's the matter? And then I say, Sean, this is what's bothering me. This is what's bothering me. And then I have that conversation with myself, right? And I try to make sense of what is going on, right? And then I try to, once I make sense of it, and I deal with myself honestly about it, then I try to look for the solution for me, right? And then I come into that positive self-talk that, we're gonna get through this, we got this small potatoes, there's some good that's gonna come from this, this wasn't your fault. I go through all of that. Or if it's my fault, Sean, you did that. That's you did that. That's on you. That's why. So, I'm saying all this to say is that the mental game is so super important, because it impacts so much of our lives, man. And what I know that I always do, though, even when I'm in a depression, I continue to work out. You understand? I'm generally, I got a good life. I got a sunny disposition. I'm very energetic. I'm an extrovert. I'm a happy dude. I got a dope life. But a nigga can't sit here in front and say that, like, don't nothing ever impact me, man. That's a lie. That's a lie. Anybody talking like that, man, them niggas lying, man. They lying. And, we don't do that. We acknowledge what it is, but we keep moving. We stay strong. And, we take care of our physical health, man. We take care of our mental health. I probably should have named this title of this video, Take Care of Your Mental and Physical Health, man. All right, I got enough stuff recorded right there. But that's what it is, man. This is part 3, man. We in the house, man. Sean G in the building, man. Don't never stop, man. Don't never stop, man. Phone line is open, man. You want to call in, man? Call on in, man. Anybody, I'm going to open it up for a quick minute. I got some things I got to do, but I'm going to hang with y'all for a minute, man. Let me see if I can get it up there. All right, there we go. Phone line is open, man. Anybody want to call in and add on to the Jointski joint, man? Let's, we're not, y'all know what I mean. Add on to the live. Let's get busy, man. We here. This is what we do. The topic for the day is taking care of your physical health, man. Big Neff, I see you, man. Yo, I need everybody, man, to share this live, share this link with somebody, man, and tell them about this new podcast that's going on. It's the Podcast with Soul. This is a buffoonery-free zone. We ain't doing none of the. We not doing no dummy. We not telling no jokes. You know what I'm saying? We not talking about Tupac and Las Vegas and Biggie. We ain't doing none of that, man. We not putting no special names in our title to generate views. We on some shit like, man, what comes from the heart reaches the heart, man. This is a stigmatism in my soul, man.
I said a stigmatism in my soul.
So that's what we doing here, man. I don't know if I'm gonna do a part 4 on self-confidence. If I could think of something else between now and tomorrow, maybe I'll do a part 4. But I think I pretty much covered my take on what self-confidence, what I've done for myself in order to have it, and I have a lot of it. You understand? I have a lot of it, and it's helped me in many, many ways. My high self-confidence has helped me in many, many ways to get to where I am, and it's gonna help me to continue to go forward, man. And it's something that I protect. It's something that you gotta protect because your self-confidence is based on your mind. It's based on your thoughts of, most importantly, of how you see yourself. It's really based on how you see yourself, how you look at yourself. And the conversation that you have with yourself. And then when you out in society, or you with your family, or you with your friends, and somebody says something that's insulting to you, that's when you have to defend your mind and your self-confidence, and you have to let that shit bounce off your dome. You put your sucker-proof helmet on, you let it bounce off, and then you get right back at that person and you offer a rebuttal, and you defend yourself, right? You don't go against yourself because they going against you. I don't give a goddamn if it's 9,000 of them and you by yourself and they all going against you. You got to stand with you, man. You got to stand with you. You got to stand with you. This is what we do here, man. This is what we do here. So, man, listen, I'm glad everybody came through today, man. This has been a dope discussion. Phone line is open, 862-333-6878. If ain't nobody gonna call in, I'm gonna shut this joint down, kid.
Yeah. Sean, what's up?
Stigmatism, man, what's up?
Yeah, man. So we here. All right. Phone line is open, man. 862-333-6878. Yo, you live on the air.
John G, what's going on?
What's going on?
Hey, I wanted to ask you, I remember a while back when you were dealing, with some issues with your mom and her estate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're okay with speaking on it, but, we wouldn't really go into any kind of details, but I had a similar situation, that I dealt with my family, that really seemed to help me, in kind of sorting through some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to speak on it?
Nah, we're not gonna talk about that right now, man. If you want to talk about self-confidence, man, we can talk about that. You got anything you want to shed on that?
Yeah, on the self-confidence, that's just something, I'd called in before as someone, who struggles with kind of anxiety.
Right.
And I've noticed that too, I've been working on.
What's your name, man? Where you calling from?
My name's Frank. I'm calling from Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
And I've noticed that even the meditation I just started within the last couple of days,
mm-hmm.
and I already see, some progress from that. But it's even just really listening to positive affirmations, of things, like I'll play recordings, throughout the day, and that's like helped tremendously.
Right.
With self-confidence.
Right. Well, that's what we went over yesterday, man. We talked about that yesterday. You got to be able to, you know, what you put into your mind, man, that shit is super, super important, man. Super important, man.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize, but you know, that's the thing. The mental is so big, you know, with the physical. You got to have both. And you know, we did talk about that yesterday. But I mainly called with the situation with your mom, honestly.
Yeah, nah, but we're not gonna get into that, man. But I appreciate you calling through, man. We appreciate you, Frank. Toledo, Ohio, in the building, man. Sean G in the building, man. Front phone line is open, 862-333-6878. Call in, man. We talking about self-confidence, man. Talk to me. Talk to me. You know, you gotta take yourself out into this world, man. If your life ain't what you want it to be, man, you gotta make it that, man. You gotta really, really make it that. Phone line is open. Who's calling?
Yo, Sean G, what up? This is John Michelle from Florida.
Yo, John, what's up, man? Talk to me, man. Appreciate you calling in, man.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you having
I see
me.
you got.
So,
I see you got the New York number though.
yeah. I spent some time up in New York in the Bronx.
Shout out to the Boogie Down Bronx, man. Shout out to the Bronx.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, you're talking about self-confidence, man. And then I know you mentioned about the 7-day juice fast, and you said that when you went through it, you know, it gave you a certain level of like calmness and it did something different to your mental capacity. So my question is, like, when you're doing this juice fast, because I know it's a lot of sugars, but I know it's natural sugars. Was you drinking it during a certain time? Did you stop at a certain time, or you just, it's a free for all? You could just drink whenever you want to drink it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's your name again?
John.
John. Yeah.
Hey, Michelle. Yeah.
Hey, John. What I did, man, you know, is I went to Whole Foods and I would go to Trader Joe's and I was getting those Suja juices, SUJA. And if you look on the back on the nutrition facts, they have sugar in them, but the added sugar is always 0. So these fruits and these vegetable juices have the natural sugars from the fruit, but I've never really worried about that. You hear people talk about the sugars, you know, but it's a natural sugar from a fruit. You understand? So I don't understand what people be saying. But what I would do, man, is I just drink these juices all day, every day, along with water and along with coffee. And that was it, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, man. Hey, John, I appreciate you calling in, man. I appreciate you watching the podcast, man. I appreciate you, all the support, man. Appreciate you.
No doubt. All love.
All right, peace. Shout out to John from Florida, man.
Peace.
All right, y'all, man. We gonna shut it down. Podcast with Soul. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Peace.